Hello everyone, welcome to Awkward Author. My name is Alyssa Grasso, and this is my weekly vlog slash podcast in which I just talk about everything that's been going on during the week in my awkward author life. And I am still busy. I was busy when I made my video last week, and I'm still busy, and it's really my own fault, I realized. And it's something I'm learning from as far as what I'm going to do going forward as I continue to do this author stuff. So I'm not sure when. I guess like over the summer, probably early summer, I had kind of come up with a schedule for myself and mapped out, what I wanted to do this year and then going into next year. Just so I felt like I knew where I was going, had some direction, had a strategy to, kind of follow. And some of it I was pretty vague on, and some of it I was like pretty specific on. And the part that I was pretty specific on was when I wanted to release books this fall. So as you know, I'm putting out a new novel, Girl Most Likely to Succeed, as well as a novella. And I had for myself, written down in my calendar, when the release date was going to be for those books, and basically, set up everything around that, which is fine. I mean, that's how it works in the real world. In the publishing world, maybe the turnaround times are not quite as quick as what I set for myself. They maybe are a little bit more practical, and dates change in the real world. As I was talking about last week, the publication date of my book changed when they realized they were going to have to change the title and the cover and all that. So things like that do happen. But yeah, so I didn't really allow myself enough time, and I probably did actually allow myself enough time. I have been working a lot on both the novel and the novella to get those ready to be published on time. I've set for myself October 11th as the release date. Technically for the novel. I could put out the novella earlier. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with that yet, but that's like the magical day, like October 11th. These have to be done by, and they will be. But the closer that date comes, I realize, that really isn't that far away, and why did I do that? So it's just something like going forward, I have decided like I'm not going to do that because it's too much pressure, too much stress, and I don't need that. So, part of it too is that Girl Most Likely to Succeed, having to do with some things that are related to the plot of it, it has dates in it, like actual dates, like it opens in October of this year, and it jumps around somewhat in time, but it goes through, October, November, December. So part of that was my way of thinking like, okay, this has to be out in October because, that's when the book, begins. And I don't think that's entirely necessary, but that was, my logic behind picking, October 11th as the release date for it. So, yeah, something that I am reconsidering now as I am, racing to get this done on time. And it will be done on time, so it's not really a big deal. But the reason it'll be done on time is because I put a lot of stuff, on the back burner. I've had to kind of rearrange my schedule a bit to make sure I get all this stuff done in time for the book to be released. So what I have decided going forward is that, I'm going to get the book, whatever book I'm working on, I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to get, proof copies. I'm going to get everything like perfect, ready to go. Once that is set up, then I will create a pre-order page for it, and I will, set a release date probably like a month out or something like that. And I will only do that once everything is ready to go, because this racing to get things done on time is not that much fun, actually. I have found that's, it's learning. It's all a learning experience, and in some ways, I do think deadlines can help you, self-imposed deadlines or other deadlines, because I don't know about you, but I know I have a tendency to procrastinate. And so if I don't have like that deadline, I'm kind of like, well, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that next week. I'll do that when I got some time. And you never have some time when you kind of, get into that mindset. So I knew that, when I was setting up these deadlines for myself, but at the same time, it's, maybe I can have tentative deadlines and not make those firm deadlines. I don't know. Maybe then I won't be able to trick myself into getting things done on time. Hard to say, but I am going to try with the next book doing it the other way, and we'll see how that goes. And obviously, I'll let you know on that score. I think when I talked to you last week, everything was I was trying to get stuff set up and nothing was working right, and things have improved. I did manage to get my books switched over from CreateSpace to Kindle because I logged in and there was that message again, and then I was able to do it. And that went very smoothly, I have to say. As far as I can tell, everything's working good. Really painless procedure, so happy about that. I have most of the other pre-order proof type things set up, I think. I know I was struggling with some of those, and I think I got all my issues resolved, I think. I did get some proof copies. I've been working on it. So I have Girl Most Likely to Succeed proof copies here. This is a large print edition with a glossy cover, and then this is the matte cover. This is a regular print. There are some things that need to get changed with the cover. There's some things that need to get changed inside, but I'm moving along, guys. I am moving along. I haven't decided on actually glossy or matte with this book. I really thought I was going to go with matte. It's hard to see on the screen here. You can kind of see a reflection. Yeah, I'm just not sure. So I still haven't made a decision on that. I really do like the way the matte looks, but I'm surprised at how well the glossy came out on this one. Yeah, so I do have to make a decision on that. I will. There are many things I have to do yet, and I will get those done in time for this book to be released. So I did manage to get my newsletter out. I think I was thinking, I still haven't sent out my September newsletter, which kind of sort of is supposed to go at the beginning of the month, and I did send it out last week, the middle of the month. What else? Not my first two, my second two YA novels, which I had, Frosty Summer and Shallow Pond, which I had in Kindle Unlimited. But I decided I was going to take them out of Kindle Unlimited because I just wasn't really making any money on them. In Kindle Unlimited, I wasn't getting reads on them, so there's really no point. So those came out of KU last week, I think. And I haven't actually made them wide yet, but they, at some point when I get some time, I will go ahead and do that, upload them to, the other ebook places. Yeah, I've actually done a little bit of writing, which I really wasn't supposed to do because I've been racing to get these edits done, but I just had the itch, and so I decided to do just a little bit of writing, really not much, maybe at most 2,000 words, on what'll be my next novel, which I still haven't outlined or anything like that. It was just some stuff that was in my head, so I just wanted to kind of get it down. So I did that sometime over the past week. I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, my focus has been on getting this book, getting the novel and the novella both ready to be published, and kind of racing to do that, which I don't like. So I have been off my regular schedule that I set for myself, which was working really well for me because I was getting a lot done. I was very productive in everything that I do. And I'm not happy about being off that schedule. I think I felt happier when I was on that schedule. And right now I feel kind of stressed and I'm not using my time as efficiently as I could. I don't know. That's just my feeling. Maybe it's, who knows. But yeah, so that's why going forward, I am not going to do things the way I did things this time around, and we'll try to just, work on the book as I can and get it ready for publication, but not be racing to get it done by a certain date, because I don't think that works for me. And again, I've said this all the time, but it's whatever works for you, because we're all different, and, for some of us, we need that. Others find that, too stressful and not fun, and it should be fun. I know it's a business and, it's work, but try to make it as fun as possible is kind of my philosophy. And if I'm not happy with what I'm doing, why am I doing this? Yeah, so what else can I tell you? I thought my crazy neighbors were going to be moving out because I saw, well, supposedly they're still moving out at the end of November, but I got all excited because last weekend I saw a U-Haul pull up in front, and it looked like they were parked right in front of my neighbors next door, in front of their place. And so it was like Saturday. I was like in such a good mood because I was like, oh yes, they're moving out. Well, then I realized that might have been wishful thinking on my part, and it looks like it was my quiet neighbor, like 2 doors down, who's moving out. And it's like, really? Like, the best neighbor of all has to be the one moving out, so that stinks. It's funny. I live in a small town, like a very small town, and everybody, like, knows everything about everyone else. Like, I don't think I've complained to anyone here in town about my weird neighbors, but I was in the post office yesterday to mail something out, and the mail carrier, who doesn't even deliver my mail because I have a post office box, but he knows me because he knows everyone in town, and he's like, oh, did you get some good news over the weekend? And I was like, what the heck is he talking about? He's like, I couldn't deliver mail on Saturday because there's a U-Haul there, and it looks like, you know, your neighbors are moving out. I'm like, yeah, unfortunately it's like the nice quiet neighbor. He's like, oh really? I was hoping it was, you know, the people next door to me. And it's like, I never even complained to him about them, but I guess they're just notorious, and you know, he has to deal with them too. So yeah, it's just funny. But end of November, hopefully, and we'll see. I mean, now we're going to be getting 2 new neighbors, you know, moving in, because there'll be 2 vacant places, and it's always interesting. Like, when I first moved in here, it was great. Like, everyone here was like nice, quiet, normal. It was very good. And then, well, I wouldn't say things have gotten progressively worse, but you know, we've had some issues, and really the ones next door now, like, they take the cake as far as being like, ugh, you know, the neighbors that nobody wants. So it'll be nice, and definitely that does contribute to my stress levels and stuff with their crazy dogs and everything. So it'll be nice when they're actually out of this building, and hopefully it's sooner than the end of November. That would be fine by me. I would not complain. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing after, like, I saw that U-Haul and I got all excited, and then it was like, oh, it's not them. Oh well. Anyway, that's really all that I have to talk about. It is raining here yet again. We had a few days where it didn't rain, but I guess this is what it's like to live in, like, the Pacific Northwest or something. I don't live in the Pacific Northwest, but that's what I feel like. It just rains so much here, and I mean, it's like end of September. Normally, like, the leaves are starting to change and stuff now, but it's just green. Everything's so green because we've had so much rain. It's just very weird. Yeah. Anyway, that's just me ranting about the weather, I guess. I got some chores I got to do today, and hopefully I can get a little bit more work done on my books. And I'll be doing some more work on them tomorrow, and hopefully, like, by, I think, the end of this week, like the end of the work week, like Friday, I think everything will be, like, set and ready to go. And I think when that's done, that'll be a huge weight off of me, because I do feel a lot of pressure to make sure everything's, like, ready to go and done. And so I will just kind of be able to, like, breathe a sigh of relief when that's done, and then get back to normal, which is what I'm hoping to do, because I think I'm just better when I'm on that schedule, like my normal schedule, than the, like, racing to beat the clock schedule, which just doesn't work for me. So guys, that's all that's going on here this week. I will talk to you again next week. I believe it'll be a new month, so I should have my author income report for you. Don't get excited about it, because it hasn't been, like, that exciting a month as far as author income, but I will share that with you next week. And so have a good week. Keep it awkward. My name is Alyssa Grasso. If you want to know more about me, check out my website, alyssagrasso.com. That's ALISSAGROSSO.com. And yeah, I'll see you and talk to you guys again soon. Bye, everyone.